sitting at your desk all day. And so the idea is that twice a week at lunchtime, get the opportunity to stretch everything out and hopefully liven you up for a little bit of work for the afternoon. Sitting in the same position for a long time, over time, can start to cause some tightness in the muscles and aches and pains, which some of you might already be experiencing. So the idea is we'll just gently work through the whole body and loosen you up a little bit. Don't need any specialist equipment. All you'll need is enough space to be able to move your arms from your chair, so moving your arms around, and we're going to take it from seated to standing and then down onto the floor. So you may want to have a towel or something on the floor. If you've got a carpet, no problem, just be careful of your knees. And when we do come down to the floor, you just need the length of your body as space. But we'll start from the top and work our way down. The other thing to bear in mind is to make sure there's no trip hazards around. Working from home has got its own hazards, cats, dogs. Just keep an eye out, nothing obvious that you're going to fall over as we come to standing. Might be worth having a glass of water, a bottle of water with you in the future in case you get a bit warm. But you're not going to work up a sweat. It's literally just to alleviate the aches and pains and get you moving. So we'll make a start. It's 15 minutes, a series of exercises, and we're going to start nice and simply, nothing complicated. So just sitting in your seat. The one thing I would say is if you're on a computer chair that's got wheels, just be very careful. And if you can, for future sessions, I would try and sit on a solid chair for this. If not, just be cautious that you might start sliding around your office or child's bedroom. So sitting as you are, take the shoulders back and down. You're aiming to take your shoulders over your hips and always keeping your chin away from your chest, apart from a couple of specific exercises. So rolling the shoulders back, just nice loose rolls. That's it, just taking them round, trying to bring your shoulders up to your ears. And then bring them back the other way, really exaggerated movement. Bring the shoulders up and forward. A lot of the time, especially with if you're not set up for home working, which I know a lot of us aren't because everything happens so suddenly, you can find that you're slumped or your computer's not at the correct height for you, and you can end up really arched over and on your mobile phones as well and tablets. So really getting these shoulders loosened up to start with is important. You might even have found you've been doing this during the day automatically just to ease things out. Then you're going to bring your shoulders up, shrug them up, big exaggerated shrug, and down. Shrug them up. Now, I mention breathing quite often during these little mini workouts. Try to aim to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Even just some nice steady breathing during these mini workouts will calm you down and relax you, ready for the afternoon. So breathing in, and then just breathe out and relax. Don't worry, we're not going to get onto any complicated moves. Everything we'll just take through nice and slowly. And then if you bring your wrists up at the front, roll your hands round at the wrist. They look very small movements, but your wrists and hands, shoulders are getting quite a pummeling working at a desk all day. And we do tend to neglect them. Roll in the back the other way. And then just flex them forwards and back. Don't worry if you hear a few little quacks and crunches. It's just your body warming up. And relax your arms down. Raise your leg and roll the foot at the ankle. Again, there's maybe a few more little cracks. Roll back the other way. That just shows your body's in need of a little bit of movement. And it'll appreciate you doing these small exercises. Bring the other leg up. And roll around, back the other way. So we're not launching into any big movements. If you've been sat still for the full morning, we want to work into it gently. That's it. And then just with your head, take it over to the side, just looking gently over your shoulder. Keep the shoulders up, and over to the other side. And again. So we're going to do 2 more in each direction. And then once you've gone to the other side, just going to bring the head forward. Take your chin down towards your chest, don't force it. With any of these movements, take the head back. Don't work through pain, Just ease the movement off slightly if there's any pain in any of the joints as we do these, and back. And once more forward and back. Just keep thinking of those nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then take your arms. I know we're not allowed to hug anyone at the moment, but bring those arms around. Imagine you're wrapping them around a person, a tree, and pull forward. So you're going to feel a stretch through the shoulder blades here as they separate, and lean forward. Drop the head down. And just relax down. And then again, bring the arms. They'll gradually come a little bit further each time as you warm up. Drop the head down. And once more, nice big movement round. And then we're going to reverse it. So take the arms behind. Link your hands together if you want to through the fingers. If not, just hold on behind. And you're sitting down, but with your arms joined together. If it's too much of a big movement, you can place your hands into the small of your back and squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Don't worry, you're not trying to touch them behind you. So hands together or hands in the small of the back, and take the chest forward and chin up. And then just relax down. And again, take the shoulders back. This should feel a lovely stretch. If you've been hunched over those laptops, desktops, concentrating on paperwork and reports, this stretch across here will work wonders for you. Bring the chest forward, elongate the neck, and then again, relax down. Final time, deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the chest forward, hands behind. And then if you shuffle forward slightly on your chair, make sure you're still secure on it. You're not going to roll away. Hands are behind again, but you're pulling down this time and let the head drop down. You should feel a lovely stretch down the back of your neck into your spine. So you're pulling down, hands towards the floor, drop the head down. And relax. Deep breath in, and again, pull down, drop the head. With any of these, you're not trying to overextend or force any movements, just a nice, gentle stretch. Final time, relax. And then again, drop the head down. And relax. Take the arms up over your head and out. So hands completely splayed out, and then you're going to take the chest forward. So imagine your body's in a V, chest going forward, and pulse. So you're taking your hands behind you in a seated position, gently back. Don't force them, just a little pulse back. Again, a lovely stretch across here and also between the shoulder blades, pulsing back. Trying to unfold all that hunching over the desktop like this and reverse it. So keep the breathing nice and steady. Good stuff. I bet you're starting to feel better already. It's nice to look up from the desk. If it's too much to have your arms up here, you can bring them down and do it in that position. Although it's a small movement, you will find your arms do start to ache quite quickly. So full movement up here, half movement there. There's always an easier or progressed move we can do for each exercise. And then just relax your arms down. Again, roll them round. Once more behind. And then coming back. Now the next one is where you definitely need caution if you've got wheels on your chair. Sitting up nice and straight, you're going to take one hand and place it on your leg. So if it's your right arm, place it on your left leg. The other hand goes to the chair behind and twist around. So just looking behind you. Feel a lovely rotation through the torso, through the middle, through your back. Nice and controlled. Round the other way. Left hand onto right, hand onto the chair, turning round. I'm going to do 3 more in each direction. So no sudden jarring moves, nice and flowing through the movement. And again the other way. Back round, nice breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And once more in each direction, round we go. And this is a nice one to do just mid-morning. If you just feel you've been facing forward and you've not stood up all day, just loosens you out through the middle here. So we're going to come up to standing now. You might want to move the chair out of the way because we are going to come down onto the floor after these ones. But you can use the chair to support as we come up. So you're going to grab hold of your foot just around the ankles. Don't worry if you can't reach all the way around. You can grab the back of your trousers. You'll still feel a good stretch. If not, grab around your shoelaces, round the bones on the top of your foot, and bring your heel up towards your bottom. The leg you're standing on, don't lock it out, which just means soft knees, slight bend in them. And stand up nice and tall. Sometimes known as a stalk stretch, standing on the one leg. Just take some nice deep breaths. Lower that leg down. Give it a little shake out. Roll the foot around again at the ankle. Make the most of standing up and back the other way. And again, you'll find if you take a nice deep breath in and reach for your foot again or the back of your trousers, bring that leg up. It might go a little bit further this time. And you should be feeling a lovely stretch through the front of your thigh. And place it down gently. Just change your arms so you can support yourself with your other hand. Again, grab hold of the foot and bring it up. Bringing your heel towards your bottom, or grabbing hold of your trousers, slight bend in the supporting leg and stand up straight. If it feels too much to do this one, if you've got any pain in your knees supporting your body weight on one leg, you can always take a staggered stance, so just one foot in front of the other, feet facing forward and drop the back knee down. Tip your hips forward, so push forward and you'll still feel a lovely stretch there. You can still use the chair for support. It just takes the pressure off that supporting leg, especially if you have got any knee or ankle problems. So again, relax the foot down, rotate round and back the other way. And then nice deep breath in and go to the ankle again. Bring your heel up towards your bottom. Excellent. Nice deep breath. That's it. And then lowering your foot down, you can keep your chair for support if you need to. If not, just stand as free. You're going to roll up onto your toes and down. Up and down. If you've been sat in your chair all morning today, you'll realise how little use your legs have had. You've got some massive muscle group areas in the glutes, in your bottom, thighs, hamstrings, quads, calf muscles, and they're really taking very little use apart from supporting your upper body weight sat at the chair. So it's really nice to just give them a bit of a wake up. Right, so we're going to do 4 more raises up onto your toes. That's it, and 3. Last 2. Last one, that's it. Give your legs a little bit of a shake out. And the next exercise, literally like you're taking your foot over a gate or a stile. So you're going to bring your leg up at the knee, bent, and take it out and down. Opening up this hip area that's been in this position all morning. So bringing the leg up and out. Going to do 2 more going out in that direction. Take the leg out, up over the gate. And then we're going to come back in. So back in. Again, you might feel a few cracks and crunches. Do little pops just as your hips waking up. Nothing to worry about. Bring that leg in. And then the same with the other side. So bring the knee up and out. And up and out. It's a lovely mobilization move for your hips. Open them up. Final time going in this direction. Excellent. And bring it back in. That's it. Bring it in. Bring the leg back in over the stile, over the gate. And again, 1 more time. That's it. Lovely. Then you're just going to take your arms up, overhead, join them together and reach up towards the ceiling. You're taking yourself up as high as you can. Feet flat on the floor, not on your toes. And then rolling down, bring your arms out nice and wide and tip your bottom up towards the ceiling. And then come back up, slowly up. So you're stretching all through here, all the body that's been folded in half whilst you've been sat at the desk. Rolling down, bring your arms out wide. Each time just take your arms a little bit wider. 2 more. And up, tall. Roll down, take your arms out. Just gently try to squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Keep your neck nice and flat so you're not forcing. And up. Final time. Down the roll. So you should feel some stretch in the back of your thighs there. Some across the chest and between the shoulder blades. Should be no discomfort. It should just be a nice, gentle stretching feeling. Good stuff. Slowly coming up. And then we're going to come down onto the floor. This exercise is called cat to cow in yoga. So you're going to come down onto all fours. Just be careful if you're on a hard floor, you might want padding, towel or a cushion just under your knees. And you need to take your hips over your knees. Feet are just relaxed behind you. All of these exercises can be done just in bare feet or socks. You don't need to worry about having trainers on. I would avoid wearing slippers just for stability. And then coming down onto all fours. Start with a nice flat back and you want your shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists. So just imagine on all fours and then picture a cat in front of a fire, enjoying the roaring flames, rolling its spine up towards the ceiling, dropping your head down. Imagine you've got a cord pulling your spine up and just let that head relax down, let it go heavy. And then slowly, bit by bit, curl up, taking your bottom of your head up towards the ceiling. So you're inverting that arch that you created, rolling down, and then back you go, up the other way. And through. So take a nice deep breath in as you roll up. And exhale, breathing out through your mouth as you roll through. It's a big exaggerated movement, but not one to rush. Just take it nice and slowly. It's a wonderful stretch. If you find you've got backache at all during the day at any time, or any family members are struggling with backache, this stretches the back out a treat. This one and the seated one, twist into the side. And through. Going to go for one more of these. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Now from this position, if you come up so that you're just on your knees and take a big step forward. So bring your foot forward, foot flat on the floor, knee over your ankle, and then wiggle the foot forward slightly from there. Once you feel like you're nice and stable, and sit forward. You'll feel a wonderful stretch to the front of your hips and just gently relax into it. If you want to add to this stretch, you can bring your hands behind and squeeze your shoulder blades together like we did with a seated stretch. If you want to keep it simple, just relax the arms by the side. And then carefully bring that leg back, tuck it underneath and take the other leg forward. Again, get yourself nice and balanced first. If the chair is still by your side, it's quite handy for this one. If you're feeling a bit wobbly on one leg, take the leg forward and ease forward into the stretch. So you're feeling it in the front of the hip, the leg that's trailing behind you. If you want to add to this stretch, you can reach up towards the ceiling. But again, if you just want to hold onto the chair or keep your hands by your side, that's just fine. Now this area that you're stretching is just here. If you picture when you're in your chair at your desk, this position is folded for the entire time you're sat still. So to stretch that out is absolutely essential because your hip flexors can shorten if you're in that seated position for a long time, especially if you then go into the evening and you're sat like this even further. So stretching the hip flexors, we're then going to come back down onto the floor, gently coming down. Again, hips over knees, and we're not sinking backwards, we're going to come forward. Walk your hands forward, only as far as you feel comfortable, and then drop your head and chest down. You're not trying to touch the floor with your chest, just dropping it between your arms, and you should feel this all through the shoulder blades at the back. Might feel it a little bit on the shoulders at the top there. But your own body weight's allowing you to get fantastic stretch all through the shoulders and the back. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, just push a little bit further away. Now with any of these stretches, don't worry if you can't go far. If your hands are there, your head's dropped and you can feel a stretch, that's fine. We've all got different levels of flexibility. Some of you might find you've reached all the way down. And then final one on the mat. We're just going to bring the legs through. Lie down, all the way down. Starting hugging the knees into your chest. Roll the lower back into the mat. Just give it a little massage, rolling it round. Make sure you're not holding onto your kneecaps, just below your knees. Back the other way. And then drop the legs down all the way overhead. Stretch up nice and tall. Deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And then if you either slowly come up to seated position from the front, or feel free to roll onto your front and walk your way up, whichever feels comfortable for you. If you need the chair to help you up, that's fine. Again, be careful if it has wheels. And slowly up. Roll yourself up, all the way up. Nice big stretch overhead. Reaching to one side and the other. And then you're fully mobilised and stretched, ready to enjoy the rest of your afternoon at work. I hope you enjoyed that. Will be a little bit of a progression each time, but we'll get in the swing of some of the exercises to get familiar with them. It's twice a week, 12:30, Monday and Thursday. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you again soon.